Long ago, in a small village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a poor farmer named Thomas. Thomas was one of the hardest-working men in the village. Every morning before sunrise, he would walk to his small piece of land and work until the stars appeared in the sky. Yet, no matter how hard he worked, his crops never grew well. Some years there was drought. Other years there were floods. Life seemed determined to test him again and again. His clothes were old and torn. His house was small and broken. But despite his poverty, Thomas had a kind heart. He always shared what little food he had with hungry travelers and helped his neighbors whenever they needed him. One cold evening, after a long day in the fields, Thomas was walking home through a forest path. Suddenly, he noticed an old man sitting beneath a giant tree. The old man looked weak and exhausted. "Sir, are you all right?" Thomas asked. "I haven't eaten for 2 days," the old man replied softly. Thomas looked into his small bag. He only had one piece of bread left, the last food he had for himself. For a moment he hesitated. Then he smiled and handed the bread to the old man. "Please take it. You need it more than I do." The old man's eyes sparkled with surprise. "You are giving me your last meal." Thomas nodded. A hungry person should never be turned away. The old man slowly stood up. Suddenly, a bright golden light surrounded him. Thomas stepped back in shock. The old man's ragged clothes transformed into a magnificent blue robe covered with shining stars. His wooden stick became a glowing staff. The old man was not a beggar. He was a powerful wizard. "Thomas," the wizard said with a warm smile, "I have traveled across many lands searching for someone with a truly good heart. Most people ignored me. Some chased me away. But you shared your last piece of bread." Thomas could hardly believe his eyes. The wizard raised his glowing staff. "As a reward for your kindness, I will grant you a special gift." A beam of golden light shot from the staff and surrounded Thomas. The ground beneath him trembled gently. The wizard continued, "I give you the power of growth. Anything you touch with honest intentions will flourish and become better." Thomas felt a strange energy flow through his body. Before he could ask another question, the wizard disappeared into the night sky. The next morning, Thomas wondered if it had all been a dream. To test the gift, he touched a dying plant near his house. Within seconds, the plant became green and healthy. Its leaves grew larger, its flowers bloomed beautifully. Thomas was amazed. Then he touched his dry farmland. A miracle happened. The soil became rich and fertile. Fresh green crops began growing faster than ever before. Within weeks, his fields became the most productive in the entire village. People traveled from distant places just to see the incredible harvest. Soon, Thomas earned more money than he had ever imagined. But unlike many people who suddenly become rich, Thomas never forgot his humble beginnings. He repaired roads. He built wells for villages that lacked clean water. He helped poor families buy food and clothing. He paid for children's education.